Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here doing the weekly reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the week of November 14th through November 21st, with the moon moving through Leo and then Virgo. The weekend I do general readings for you. I'm going to focus our intention this week on talents and opportunities. So whatever is most prominent in your life, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So what does Virgo need to know about talents and opportunities this week? Ooh, very nice to see for you, Virgo. So just a little snapshot of what's going on here. It looks like a decision is about to be made this week. You're no longer beating around the bush. You're not going to put anything off any longer because you're feeling really excited finally about bringing something to fruition, even putting your foot down on something, or if it's a creative project, for example, or a group project. This is really about something really enormous, like beautiful, maybe even explosive happening in a really positive, gorgeous way, okay? It could just be about idea sharing, something that makes you feel on top of the world, so to speak. And ultimately, you're going to feel inspired. You're going to both feel inspired and inspire others. But if this has to do particularly with a creative project, and I mean specifically within the arts, any arts, I mean this, okay, culinary, domestic, surgical, environmental, communication. We're looking, of course, at, painting and drawing and writing, and we're looking at singing. Any area of the arts, this would be an absolutely potent week for you to actualize some of these ideas or concepts, or literal outcomes. If you're working on achieving results around a creative process or project, would be an absolutely stunning outcome for you this week, and will help create both motivation and momentum for continuing this in the future. So I'm personally excited for you, just because Virgos are some of the most talented members of the zodiac, in my view. So if that's what it's concerning for you with in particular, and remember this, if communicative arts included, so if you are a public speaker, if you are about to have a difficult conversation with someone that you like or don't like, this would be a beautiful week to do that. Things are going to come up roses around that endeavor. And you're just going to have a real finesse this week. So it would be a real fun time for you to really project, so to get out, let people see it, let people know it, let people feel it. And it's really going to delight you and leave you with a real sense of achievement, and also not only with opportunities, but a real sense of possibilities. So again, really excited to see this for you. So fork in the road represents you. This is the decision. This is you making a decision this week. Now, interestingly enough, decision is derived from a Latin term meaning to cut off from. Decision is literally saying, I now decide to do this, therefore I cut out all the other possibilities that I was making the decision around. This is you putting your foot down on something and making a move. This is an action card, okay? A fork in the road. You have to go this way, you have to go that way. But because it's preceded by a co-create, which is the influence to your current position, being preceded by the co-create means that you are absolutely essentially designed to create something that is enormous and very powerful this week. Even if it doesn't reach anybody else, I'm going to suggest it will. But even if this is about your own sense of creative potency this week, okay? Just occurred to me you could be making a baby. That just occurred to me. Making a baby, getting a baby in the home, adopting a baby, anything having to do, even adopting a baby animal, or beginning a project, okay? Anything in its infancy is really going to be extremely exciting this week. ultimately around a creative project, okay? As I mentioned at the very beginning, really around anything that you consider artful, including domestic arts, okay? Because that is an art, believe me. Planning and organizing and someone else's day, someone else's life. Really, you're creating itineraries and then meals and then appointments and everything else. It's a lot of work. So remember that is a part of creativity, and you can be really good at that. That's a really important job. But it could be around all levels of creativity, including the creative arts. Here you are merely just hanging on a wire. It's about you saying, I'm not going to sit on my laurels this week. I'm not going to sit on a good idea. I'm going to make the decision. You'll notice briefly as well, I'll point this out for you. This barn owl, briefly, as a potent symbolism, this is about wisdom and knowledge, okay? Deep knowledge, possibly psychic knowledge. So here we have two. Look, him on the wire and then him free on the back. So either way, you can fly away from something, you can get away from something, but this is about you being indecisive. This is about you making a decision. So just wanted to point that out. Very curious to see that. And here with a beautiful outcome card, message in a bottle. This is about you saying, you know what, I'm ready. I'm not going to wait anymore. I don't care what you have to say about it. I don't even care what my fears are, which is like this. I'm literally excited for you, because to get to this point where you are kind of even walking over your fears, like you've identified them, you get them, they even like literally scare you, but there's a point where you've gotten this week where you're like, yeah, I don't care, I'm okay, yep, I get it, fear, okay, but you know what, I'm going this way anyway. And it's just like kicking the sand in the face of fear, and it's like incredibly powerful, like incredibly potent, and you could even find some humor in this. You could even find, you're able to laugh at some fears. You're able to laugh at some worry here. You're able to laugh at, say, what if something doesn't work out? It's almost like you've created concession for every single way that something can and can't work out, so that you're prepared to the max. And by virtue of being prepared to the max here, you're like, yeah, bring it on. So this is where I'm talking courage. This is where I'm talking a real sense of excitement. Again, you've got literal action cards in a row here. Co-creation. So literally creativity, literally making a decision, not deciding, what do I do next? Making that decision. And here, message in a bottle. You're that voice, you're that creativity, you're that outcome, or you're that inspiration. And again, back to talents and opportunities, you're putting that into action. You're no longer saying, oh, I'm unsure about that, or I don't know what to think about that. No, you're just throwing it out there. You're making it happen. It's unique to you, and you'll be shown this in due time. You'll be shown by others, by people who believe in your work and believe in your creativity and your art, and they'll be saying, thank God you're doing this, because no one else could do this just like you, or no one else can present this or provide this the way you do. Okay, so it's really essential that you do this. And again, this is also about inspiration. Not only will you be inspiring other people, but you'll be receptive to inspiration, which is a beautiful way to go about the week. It's a very uplifting week for you, it looks like, for you. In a leg up, this is your general energy for the week. This is what's sort of coloring your week in a way, and this is really just being supportive and being supported, right? Having everything you need available to you. We're looking at resources, we're looking at time, energy, affection, friendship, getting to the next stage, having exactly what you need to get ahead. Whether or not you're getting it from without as well. You could be providing it for yourself if that's the case, and the more power to you if that's the case, right? If you are doing all this energy work and you're supporting yourself and making these tough decisions and believing in yourself here and forging ahead in the face of, even if it feels uphill, it won't act uphill, because it'll be so inspired here that it's just a beautiful week to go about it. I'm telling you, because everyone has your back, and you feel it this week. You really feel emboldened. Here with Builder, this is, getting something in motion, the co-creation, the making decision. You're actually building upon what you've been saying all this time. And if you've been stuck for any reason around a project, particularly an artistic or creative endeavor here, this could be, if it's the first stage of the project here. It could be about the excitement around the first stage. These came out together. If you are in process and this is, stage 2 or 3 or 10 of something you've already been building. Whoa, you almost fell. Oh, sorry, I'm glad I caught you. Sorry about that. What was I saying? If this has been in process and it's at a later stage of it, just be assured that you're going in the right direction and it is solid. You got to remember, anything beaver in nature, right? The beaver builds is solid. I don't know if you've ever seen a dam that a beaver has built, but that stuff is permanent. So what you're building here, what you're creating for yourself here, what you're deciding here is exciting and permanent, Virgo. And you have yourself to thank through a lot of self-contemplation and through a lot of courage. You're taking the right steps for you. Look at another probable outcome set of cards for you. Freedom and soulmate. First of all, yes, soulmate, here with a leg up. Absolutely. Feeling confident, feeling sure, supported, respected, valued, and it is mutual. Absolutely gorgeous way to go about the week. And freedom. Who does not like this card? What a sense of freedom. Getting rid of all your fears, getting rid of all your concerns, working at highest vibration, which is really pure love. Listen, love is pure highness and fear is pure lowness. You got to remember this. Courage is working through fear with love. That is freedom, and you're going to feel it this week, and you're going to know it this week. And I'm telling you, you're going to touch other people with it. People are going to be so inspired by this, and you're going to just feel like you're on a kind of like a cloud 9 in a way. But it won't just be like happenstance. It'll be through your own efforts. So if this is happening for you, Virgo, please pat yourself in the back. This is a big deal. And I'm really excited for you. You deserve this. So continue in your creative endeavors. Feel good. Be inspired. And congratulations. This is a beautiful new phase for you. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. That really helps me out. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel. It's free to do that. Until I meet you in the next video, my dear Virgos, take excellent care of yourself. Bye for now.